Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ibrox Stadium. We are in the press room for Rangers women versus Glasgow City women in what is a huge game in the SWPL. Shona, it is not a nice day. We've just kind of braved it, haven't we, from the car park over, and it is pretty rough. But this is a big game for the women, isn't it?
I'm surprised the rain's still not dripping from your head. So
My hair's still intact. We're okay.
It's a miserable day out there, so can't expect the crowd to be too big today. I don't think the attendance is going to be great. So, but look, guys, I always recommend people that it's very affordable. If you want to come to games like this, if it's a great occasion. So, look, we'll wait and see what happens today. But it's going to be a tough game, isn't it? This is a game that we have to win today. If you want to go on to win the league, these are the games that you want to win.
Yeah, they are. The games against City are always pivotal in the league title chase, and these are the ones you have to win. They were good last season in these games, but we're going to run through the team a wee bit, Shona. Just fourth, we'll go through the City game as well, the City team as well. And City line up with Lee Gibson. You've got Amy Muir, Marid Fulton, Brenna Lovera, Emily Whelan, Amy Anderson, Ailey Gambone, Lisa Evans, Kimberly Smith, Sophia Mata, and Samantha Van Diemen. There's a few names in there I recognise. Emily Whelan has been a bit of a thorn in our side before. Lavera is quite quick up front. I can't claim to know a lot. Lee Gibson we know because she's a Scottish international goalkeeper. She has been for a very long time. Very solid goalkeeper. But moving on to Rangers, Jenna Fife gets a nod. A bit surprised about that ahead of Victoria Essen, but I think that might go back to Vic's performance against Celtic in the 2-2 game, which was a bit erratic, shall we say. Nick Dock captains his team as usual. Leah Eddy and Kath Hill make up what we think will be a three at the back, and then in the middle we've got Midag, Devlin and Liv McLaughlin, and then we think on the left and right it'll be Mia McCauley and Lizzie Arnott with Katie Wilkinson up front. Now we went through our thoughts when you were driving in, I was driving in, we were speaking to each other on the phone and we went through a thought of the team and we didn't pick that, did we? So, but the bench is Vic Essen, Laura Rafferty, Brogan Hay, Rio Hardy, Megan Bell, Jane Ross, Camille Lafay, Kirsty McLean and Jodie McCleary. What's your thoughts on that team and how do you see them setting up?
Well, it's good to see Kirsty McLean back on the bench, isn't it, after a long time out, so that is a positive. As for the team, look, I thought Rio Hardy would have got our place up front. I think when you're asking for Katie Wilkinson to really provide, she is a penalty box player. So, look, I think you've got Kirsty Howitt, you've got Katie up there. But I'm actually a wee bit surprised that Mia McCauley will provide you with, and she is very good. I've always been a fan of Mia McCauley, but I think Brogan Hay has been on slightly better form recently. So it looks like we're going to go very much tactically using the width today. I think that looks very much likely. So I think when you've got Lizzie Arnott, who's been on fire, she's been providing the assists for Katie Wilkinson. But what do you think of it? I think it's very much a case of, I think that we're going to try and use the width as much as possible.
Well, my theory on it is, it's only a theory, folks, because you know I like to be wrong on these kind of things, but with it being a big pitch, I think maybe that's why Mia's got the shout. Mia did really well against Celtic in the 1-1 game here last. I think she came on at half time and immediately equalised and things, and she got a lot of joy. So I think that's why you're going to have Midag, Devlin, and Liv in the middle as a solid three. But it'd be interesting because Tess can also play at the back. So, would they put Leah Eddy to right back and go to a 4? That's a possibility as well. So we'll have to wait and see how they set up. It could be a 4-4-2, it could be a 3-5-2. But I think if you've got Midag, Devlin and Liv, they're looking to win that midfield battle. Katie Wilkinson will play up top, which means that I think that Kirsty Howitt will float around behind. And then you've got like-for-like subs, because Rio can come on for Kirsty, and Jane Ross would come on for Katie Wilkinson if they need it. But we're going to go up. We're going to see how they get on, folks. We're really looking forward to it. As I said, these are big games for the women's team, and these are the ones that make the difference. So, Shona, put you on the spot a wee bit. Let's have a score prediction for you, because it was too miserable. There was nobody outside. There was literally nobody to go and ask. So, let's have a wee prediction. We'll do it today. What do you think the score will be?
3-1 to Rangers.
And your first goal scorer?
We've got to go with Katie Wilkinson. She's on form at this moment in time. Who else is there to choose from? But yeah, I think I'll go with Katie Wilkinson. What about yourself?
I'm going to go 2-0 Rangers, and I'm going to go Kirsty Howitt to score. But I've got a sneaky feeling that Lizzie Arnott will pop up with a goal. She always pops up in the big games. So I'll go 2-0 Rangers, and let's go and check it out. Hopefully we're back, Shona, with lots of updates and lots of goal news for the women.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed, and let's hope the weather stays dry. 15 minutes gone at Ibrox. It is Rangers 0, Glasgow City 1. Shona, that's a bit of a defensive disaster, to be honest.
Yeah, really poor goal to give away. Look, it started off from a corner that we had, and if you don't beat that first woman at the front post, then they would just hit you on the counter-attack, and they did really well. But the problem was, and there was nobody there. I think it was only Liv and Kathy Hill that sat back, and the midfield was non-existent, and they were able to run straight through the middle of the park. Nobody made a tackle, and it was just far too easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is we overcommitted. And then when you overcommit and you do get back, like you said, Shona, and Devlin, McLaughlin, Middag, nobody tackles. And she just goes straight through the middle, Lavera, the number 9. By the lat, she's about to put it in. Kathy Hill makes a last-dish tackle, and it basically gets played right to number 11, Emily Whelan, who I ironically spoke about being a bit of a thorn in our side last season. She's there to tap it in. Glasgow City lead 1-0, 15 minutes gone.
It's just such a poor goal to get.
Yeah, and they almost scored after a couple of minutes as well with it was a Kath's tackle again. It rebounded off Nick Dock. Good save by Jenna. 5 to her right-hand side. But Rangers, Wilkinson had a shot that was wide. They've not really got going yet, Shona, which is disappointing. Too deep, I think.
Far too deep, and like you said, Nick Docherty just made a mistake. She passed it straight to the Glasgow City player when you're right outside the box, and if you're right outside the box, you're going to create opportunities for them. So, and it's, sure enough, I don't know if the pitch is too big for them, but it seems to me that the two wide players are playing far too deep. They're not utilising the space big enough on this pitch, and you can see they're very, very compact in the midfield, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. Rangers, this will be a tough nut to crack. Rangers are going forward. Devlin swings it in. Katie Wilkinson, but it's going to be cleared. Rangers need to do more of that. Just get it in the box, get attacking. They are 1 down, 17 on the clock. It's 1-0 to Glasgow City. 38 minutes gone at clock. It's Rangers 0, Glasgow City 1 remaining. This is dreadful. Really, really poor from Rangers. Shona, they just haven't shown anything at all.
No, I would say this is probably the worst first half performance I've ever seen Rangers women play. There's no intensity, there's no cohesion, there's nothing. We've just seen Glasgow City take a short corner. They're able to get into our box very easily. 2v1 twice in the space of a couple of minutes, and Rangers are still not learning their lessons. There just doesn't seem to be something right here. They look nervous. Look at this. Oh my God. And Liv's just made a horrendous, she's going to get booked for this, and there's going to be a free kick to Glasgow City outside the box. There has been nothing from the guys up front.
That all starts from our throw folks on the left hand side, and we've given it away. City work it, and Shona's right. There's nothing happening up front. The middle to front is non-existent. The only possession we're getting in is the back line, and City, look, see the amount of opportunities they've had to get in good positions, and they've not worked it well, like the 2v1s. And also getting into the byline and stuff. They could easily and should easily be 2-0 up. They've got a free kick now right at the edge of the box, and see, to be honest, see if they do score again, it's no more than what they've deserved, Shona, because they've been miles better than we have.
They've actually played really nice football every time they get the ball. The thing is, though, it seems to be that they're strong in the tackle. They look as if they're hungry, they want to win it more. Anytime they do get possession of the ball, they're playing nice football. We're just the victim of our own downfall here. Every time that we get the ball, it seems to be a hit and hope. Anytime that we do get possession, we're losing possession very easily, and there's a lot of time where there's a lot of balls getting played through the back four, and it's just putting pressure. I don't know if it's just
this free kick.
Oh,
over.
Well over.
Yeah,
so,
really poor actually.
Yeah, it was a really poor free kick. When you've got a free kick outside the box, the first thing and foremost what you should do is you get the shot on target, and that was well off. So, but again here we're trying to play out from the back. Let's see what Kathy Hill does. She tries to take it forward. No, another poor pass.
Almost giving it away again. And
then it's a hit and hope from Nick Docherty back into the middle of the park, and then who gets possession again? It's Glasgow City. Glasgow City have just put the ball out for a throw in, but nah, I'm struggling here.
The fans are getting a wee bit disgruntled as well. This has been, Shona's right, we've seen quite a few of the women's games this season, and we saw a lot last year, and this is really, really quite poor from the women. Shona used the word desire to me just a couple of minutes ago, and it looks like we're I don't know if we're nervous or whatever, but something needs to change. It is 1-0 City, 40 minutes gone. This isn't good enough so far. It is just coming up for half time. It should be 2-0. That was an unbelievable save, wasn't it, Shona?
It was indeed by Jenna, and we're a victim of our own downfall again. What did we say? Making those mistakes in the middle of the park. Nobody got in for a 50-50 challenge. It's far too easy, wasn't it? And then they played a lovely bit of football out to the out wide, and it was just a simple ball into the box, and Jenna made a great save.
Unbelievable save, actually, folks. It was on the right hand side. Nick goes in for a slide tackle. She doesn't make it. The other girl gets it. She's up quicker. She whips the ball across the face of goal. And honestly, she's inside the 6-yard box. She makes it. Jenna somehow gets her left hand to save it. And offside. Rangers, honestly. And she somehow claws it out and then gets on it again. But this, honestly, folks, it's difficult to describe how really bad this has been. They look more desire, more hunger for it. It is coming up for half time. Rangers 0, Glasgow City 1. Shona, thoughts on the overall?
Don't think the formation, I don't think what Joe's decided to do today, put two up front, I don't think it's working. I don't even think the two wingers have got anywhere near any touches on the ball. I think Mia McCauley's been dreadful. I think Midag in midfield has been awful. And just been an honest assessment that they're playing far better football than us. They look more compact. When you're in such a big pitch, you want to use your width really, really well, and we haven't done that. And the problem is when we are going in the middle of the park, they're very compact in midfield, and we're losing the ball far too easily.
Yeah, Glasgow City being very good. They deserve to be ahead. It is 1-0 half time. Rangers should count themselves lucky it's not more. 67 minutes going on the clock. It remains Rangers 0, Glasgow City 1. Sean, I would love to say it's got much better. It's got a wee bit better, but not much better. Rio Hardy breaking though. Keep going, Rio. Keep going.
Have a shot.
She had a dig. Good save, but it's pushed out and it'll be cleared. That was better from Rio Hardy. Shona, but there hasn't been much. Wilkinson maybe with that header. You want to talk us through that one, but it's still 1-0 and we're still trying to make a breakthrough.
I think, look, we came out with a wee bit of purpose in the second half, but the problem is though we're still not managing to create much with the chances that we have had. Mia managed to get to the byline as she's just done just now. She puts in a lovely cross. Wilco does a great header, mind you, and it was a lovely save by the goalkeeper, tipped over the bar. So, but no, apart from that, it's been very lacklustre from Rangers. I think they had the momentum there in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, but now that City have managed to get back into the game, it seems to be a bit scrappy at times, is it not?
Yeah, it is a corner to Rangers, so we'll stick with this. Just last time they made a mess of it, but they played it straight in the box from Mia McCauley. Gibson does manage to get it. She is down. It will be a Rangers throw. I thought that was a foul. I've got to admit, I thought that was a foul in there, but it's not been given. As Shona says, Wilkinson's header, which Gibson kind of clawed from underneath the bar, was probably the best effort that Rangers have had. Rio Hardy's left-footed shot there that she kind of drove on a wee bit and got that shot in was close as well, but it remains 1-0, and you just think that City are really compact, really showing lots of desire. Rangers haven't quite matched it. 20 minutes left. These are the games that are the deciding moments in this season. Rangers have to find a way.
They do, and like I said to you in the first half, and I think the same's happening in the second half. As soon as you get that ball in midfield, there's about 4 or 5 of their players round about our midfield, so it is very compact. It's very hard to get pass through that midfield, and we're not using the width enough in this game. So if you're not using the width and you're getting caught in midfield, what other options have you got then, Stevie? You know, it's really been really frustrating, especially that first half. That first half for me was probably the worst performance I've seen Rangers women play so far, since I've started watching them. So I think the subs have made a bit of a difference since they've come on, which is probably a wee bit of a positive, but I still think you're asking for more.
Certainly are. It's absolutely freezing. 70 minutes gone. Rangers 0, City 1. 73 minutes gone. Rangers have equalised. Shona, talk us through that one. That was good.
That was good, and it was the first time we actually managed to play the ball through the midfield. It was Kirsty McLean played a lovely wee ball through to Katie Wilkinson. Katie Wilkinson did really well. She did like a Dessers, Cyril Dessers, didn't she? a wee chop in the box, and then she lays it off to Rio Hardy, and Rio Hardy's about 5-6 yards out, and she rattles the ball into the back of the net. So no, I think Rangers are now, they need to build on this. They need to go forward. They've got the momentum now, so it's about getting that next goal. I think the next goal is going to be crucial in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big moment. Shona says Rio rattled it in, but she took her time. Oh, Leah Eddy's just got caught here at the back. City are still well in this, and they've been impressive today, Glasgow City, so it's not like you can just rule them out. That goal does not come against the run of play, because I think Rangers have been better this second half. But in terms of chances, they haven't properly created much. But Rio, she took her time, and then, as Shona says, lashed it into the corner. But she's a different option now. She's going forward again. That's not a foul. Rio Hardy is in. Square it, square it, square it, square it. Oh no! It's blocked out for the corner. There was just no angle there for Katie Wilkinson. It was 2-on-1. She should have put it across. She knew she shouldn't have put it across. Then she took too much time and allowed the defender to come across. She should have shot. She should have squared it. She should have done something other than what she did.
Yep, and that would put the ball in the back of the net or square it to Katie Wilkinson. So she did neither of the two. So now Rangers have the corner. It's Brogan Hay with the cross. We'll wait for this to go out. It's a good cross actually at the front post. No.
Rio was in there again.
Yep, City have managed to clear it out for a throw in, and it's a Rangers throw in. So no, Rangers have now got the momentum. Seem to be playing. Yeah, it should have been a goal, shouldn't it?
Should have been a goal. She should have squared it, and Katie Wilkinson didn't get the angle for it, and then she should have shot, and she didn't shoot, and it just she did none of the she didn't do anything that she should have done. It got blocked out, but it's one each, folks. And we've got 75, so it's going to be an interesting end to this one. Rangers need to go and win this, so let's see what happens next. 90 minutes on the clock here, just as Glasgow City make a substitution. It is one each. Still, Rangers look the most dangerous, I think, without... Rio's been the best player going forward. I think Jodie McCleary's about to come on for Rangers just for the last minute or two, Shona. But that chance from Rio and Katie Wilkinson was the big moment, wasn't it? If she squares that, or if she shoots, she didn't do anything in the end. It remains 1-1 and we're maybe 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I think ever since we scored, you want to build on that momentum, and I don't think we've quite done that so much. So going forward in attack, we've had opportunities, but I don't think we've been clinical enough. I think the goal that we did score was a really good goal, but we also need to be careful that when we do lose possession, them on the counter attack look very, very dangerous. Defence today, I don't know about you, but it's been very poor. The passing from the defence hasn't been great. I think Kirsty McLean, since she's came on as a sub, has made a difference, and so has Rio Hardy. But look, this is the time now. We've got a throw in with what basically a minute left on the clock. We have to it's very it's not great.
Can get there, though.
Oh, she can. Oh, it's not Brogan. Pass the ball.
Shoot, Jodie.
No, she's passed it. Play it in. There they are. Oh, she had to do it quicker.
Oh.
Had to do it quicker, took an extra touch, and the momentum was lost, and Glasgow City have now managed to get the ball. And all Glasgow City will do now is they'll just try and play out for full time, won't they?
Is number 4, Kathy Hill.
Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clyde Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited and CSD Air Conditioning, along with Art of Gold. Thank you for listening or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.